Hey all, welcome back to week 6 of the NAGA. This is Pasta coming at you with our 1 p.m. kickoff games here on this Sunday. We have Wichita Wranglers taking on the Minnesota Gorgons here. Should be a tale of two teams here, especially with the team ranks, which we'll get into right now. Wichita coming in with a 2-3 record. That is third in the JFC South Division. Total point differential is 25th. Offensive rank is 3rd. Pass is 11th. Rush is 7th. Total defense is also 3rd. Pass defense is 12th. Run defense is the best in the league, only giving up 46.8 yards per game. Minnesota is 3-2 on the year. That is good for a tie for second in the GFC North Division with St. Louis. Their point differential is plus 42. They have a 8th ranked total offense, 32nd or last pass offense, but the best run offense in the league. So, number 1 rush offense taking on number 1 rush defense. This will be very interesting to see. Total defense for Minnesota also first. They allow 266 yards of offense for their opponents per game. Pass defense is second. They allow 188 per game. That is just over a yard more than St. Louis allows, which has the best. Their rush defense is 10th as well. Should be a good game. DeMarquez Clark versus the Wichita defensive front. That'll be a good battle to watch, as we will get to the expert picks. 98% chance to win for Minnesota, although Emma taking the upset here, believing that Wichita will come out victorious. I don't think I've ever seen a chance of winning that high before, which is very, very interesting. Taking a look at the game setup, we do have clear heavy wind, I do believe. Yep, that is what the game says. Great. Okay, we are off to Hades Stadium. Wichita, Minnesota. Getting us started here. Halfway through Season 7, if you can believe it. Thank you all to anyone who has really been a part of this thing, from owners to media to fantasy managers to fans, prospects, really anybody. Just a big thank you, as I always say. You know, I wouldn't even be here without you guys. You guys keep it going, so do really appreciate all the support that this league has gotten. Drew Roark at QB will hand off to DeMarquez Clark. We're going to see a lot of 13 in black today. Clark, originally a Salt Lake City draft pick, was a 3rd-round pick in Season 2 out of Texas A&M, is now a 93 overall elite development. Clark out of the backfield makes the grab, and that'll be good enough for a first down, as that'll bring out George Colvin, the backup running back. Taking some reps here. Roark hands it off. Colvin breaks through the Wichita offensive line as he pushes over Kevin Weingartner. We'll take a look at some injuries here for both teams as we are just getting started. As Jalen Tyler makes the catch. And that'll be good enough for the first down. Injury report for this game. Minnesota is without Liam Scully. He tore his quad. He'll be back in week 9. And Wichita has lots of players on the injury list. They lose receiver Isaiah Finney and defensive tackle Isaiah Neal for the season. And they are also without two of their tight ends as Kevon Taylor makes the catch. Jake Lustig is out for the playoffs, and Carson Roble is out for 2 more weeks with a hamstring strain. Minnesota driving here. Roark back to pass. He'll throw it short as Clark out of the backfield, and he'll gain 8. Stop made by the linebacker Justin Snowden. 2nd down and 2. Roark hands off Colvin right up the middle. Touchdown, Minnesota. And a tremendous block there by the center, Colton Davidson. Allowed Colvin to get into the end zone there. Extra point is good by new kicker Tyler Troxell. Was traded from Colorado Springs, was sitting on their practice squad. Was actually the original Colorado Springs kicker before they acquired David Reynolds a couple seasons ago, wearing the odd number 47 for a kicker. Didn't want to change any of the star Minnesota players, so they didn't have any numbers available, actually, from 1 to 19, the usual kicker number. So I'm like, you know what? 47. That's going to be his number. Graham Hull at QB, Jalen Ward-Thomas, who has been one of the league's top running backs this year, gets the carry. Ward-Thomas coming into this game, 98 carries for 568 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hull's pass is complete. That is Khalil McFadden for the first down. Taking advantage of that man coverage there. New Wrangler Jalen Nesbitt, number 4 on the left side of your screen in the formation. Ward-Thomas gonna break free. Rashad Elam has no chance of catching him, and he is down at the 1-yard line. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hull gonna be brought down for the sack. That is Elam getting to him. But oh my gosh, Ward-Thomas was so close to having a huge touchdown run. Hull to throw. He's got a man, Jake Self, for the touchdown. The former Pottsville Maroon, Jake Self, finding the end zone. Originally an El Paso Toro at the start of his career. PAT by the kicker, Casey Bueller, is good. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. Both teams have scored on their first possessions here, as Nate Rivers will take the kickoff out to about the 20 or so. Stop made by recent injury report dweller Deontay Battle, coming back from injury this week. 1st and 10 to Marquez Clark on the carry. He is stuffed immediately. That's Justin Asukwo, the recent defensive end acquisition. Formerly of Virginia Beach, was a rookie this year, actually. A 2nd-round pick out of Baylor was Asukwo. Clark on that catch, 3rd and 7 for Minnesota. They empty out the backfield. William DuPont at tight end. Roark throws to DuPont, and he has a catch. The veteran receiver, formerly of Salt Lake City for years. 74 overall as a tight end out of LSU, is 31 years of age. Getting it done at a position he does not usually play. Clark right up the middle. No one around him for the first 20 yards or so. And he is eventually going to be dragged down by number 30. It's Davian Conley, a longtime Wrangler. And that will end the quarter here. 7 apiece here at Hades Gate Stadium. New quarter will begin 1st and 10 from the Wichita 38. Clark to the outside has some good speed, and he'll eventually be wrestled to the ground by 25 Davin Bunch, former first-round pick in last season's draft. Hold this. Clark on the carry again, this time stopped by Marquise Brinson. Good enough for 10 yards, and Minnesota has themselves in the red zone looking to score again. Clark motioning DuPont out wide. He'll throw it over the middle. DuPont with the grab. That one good for a couple. Clark back in the game behind Roark. Roark to pass. Looks short. That is going to be incomplete. Just out of the outstretched arms of Clark. 3rd and 8 coming up. Roark empty backfield in the pistol formation. He'll throw left side. Caught. Touchdown. Kevon Taylor. As he beats Conley in coverage. And Minnesota has the lead. Tyler Troxell will add the extra point. It's good. Troxell boots it deep. Bashiru Arinze on the return. Arinze gets stuffed there at about the 20. That is where the drive will start. Put that out of the way for us. There we go. Graham Hull in the shotgun. He'll keep it himself and gain a few. Looks like it was Elam who eventually brought him down, 93. Good for 4 on the QB keeper. 2nd down and 6. Toss play, Ward Thomas. Trying to get a block and does. And look at this. The strength. Corey Roberts couldn't bring him down. Tremendous play there by Ward Thomas. He'll get the carry again. And be stopped after a gain of 4. That'll wind Ward Thomas a little bit. So Orlando Burnett will come in. He'll take the carry and be stopped there as Corey Roberts on the stop. 3rd down and 5. Kendrick Nash and Burnett in the backfield. Hull, a handoff. Burnett stuffed. Mike Malatesta Jr. with the stop that time. It'll be our first punt of the afternoon. Jimmy Clevenger will lead it deep. Nate Rivers waits for it and will return it from his 15. Breaks off the first tackle, but looks like it was McFadden, I believe, who will bring him to the turf. Return of about 13. It'll set the Gorgons up at the 28. Hands off to Clark, and he goes nowhere. Justin Snowden meets him behind the line. Call it no gain. As they go trips to the right in the pistol here. Clark over the middle. He's got Jalen Tyler, the former Colorado Springs receiver. Tyler, an 84 overall superstar, was a 4th-round pick last year out of Northwestern. Clark on the carry, picks up the first, as the Gorgons were already approaching midfield. Clark, a great game so far, averaging about 7.5 yards a carry. Clark to DuPont in the flat. Gain of 6, forced out by number 36, Amir Blakely. Second down, 4. Roark Looking. Pitch route complete. It's Kevon Taylor. Right at the sticks. Needed 4, got 5. First down Gorgons here. 2-minute warning is upon us. Minnesota looking to add to their 1-score lead here before halftime. Wichita does get the ball to begin the second half. If they can hold them here, they are in good position. Roark looking over the middle. And the flag is got DuPont. Good for 4. Roark 12 of 13 here to start. Second down and 6. Another completion. It's Jalen Tyler. Very methodical drives here. We'll see a hurry-up offense here for Minnesota. This is brand new, an updated version, I'd say, in the most recent Axis patch. If the clock is running inside 2 minutes and a half, the players will actually make more of an effort to run it to the line and get a play. Off. Roark completes it to Tyler. That'll be a gain of 4. Could see hurry up again. We sure will. Right out in the shotgun. Another play. And, a drop there. DuPont had it. Oh, man. Only Roark's second incompletion, but, man, he was rolling in the first half. Here's Troxel from 41. It's good. Tyler Troxel impressing so far in his first game in the new threads. 17-7 Gorgons. Rinze on the return. Has some space, gets it after the 25. Stop made on special teams by Rashawn Dancy. Minute 16 to go. Wichita's defense just holding Minnesota to a field goal on their last drive. And Jordan Buford Jr. breaks up that pass, second down. Wichita more of a run-first offense. Of course, this is his only 4th pass attempt in the first half. Alonzo Truesdale that time with the pass breakup. Third and 10. Lord Thomas going nowhere. Thaddeus Benson, the man in the middle, with the big hit. And a punt upcoming as Minnesota will get the ball back and a chance to add even more points before halftime. Rivers on the return. Roark, first and 10, completes it to Kevon Taylor. With Deontay Battle in coverage. First and 10. Minnesota at the Wichita 45. Pass here, complete. He's got Jalen Tyler. Man, Drew Roark is on another level today. First down, Minnesota. Will they keep the pass offense alive? Not there. I don't know who that was to, but that was nowhere near a Wrangler receiver. Or, excuse me, Gorgon receiver. I know what team they're on. Roark. Another incompletion. It was the same exact play. Huh. Okay. Well, that was weird. Third and 10. Roark has time this time. Ooh, good. Knocked away that time. Tony Whitfield saving a touchdown. Troxel out to boot it from 41 again. He's already made it from this distance today. Now he's got 2 of them. Troxel will boot it deep. And Arinze, once again, will be back for the return. Good stop by Blake Dale that time. 20-7 Minnesota. It's been all Drew Roark and company in this first half. Hull to throw. He's got his man. There's Jalen Nesbitt making a tremendous first impression. His first catch as a Wrangler goes for 58 yards. Hull to Nesbitt again. Has the catch. Had to reach down for that one, as I think it was Buford who knocked him down to the turf. 2nd and 5. Wichita, I believe, called the timeout there, or somebody did. Hull, that pass. Oh my goodness! You're kidding me! Nesbitt hauls it in. The toe tap as well. Have a drive, Jalen Nesbitt. 1st and goal at the 2. And I think that may have been to him, but that was nowhere close to being complete. 2nd down and goal. And they're going to take the field goal. Not sure why you wouldn't try for the TD there, but they will take the points. Bueller is good from 19. So, there's something. They do also get the ball in the second half as well. So, there's that. Bueller on the kickoff, and that'll go for a touchback. Okay. We are back for the second half. Tyler Troxel will get us started here. Bashu Arinze on the return. And Jalen Tyler gets a little bit hurt. On the kickoff there, but he will come back. Hull. Fullback dive with Kendrick Nash. And Rashad Elam says, nuh-uh. Not going to happen. Loss of 3. 2nd down, 13. Hull to throw. Got a man. It's McFadden. Caught. Stop made by Alonzo Truesdale. All to 34 now for the Wranglers. Ward Thomas in the backfield. He will get the toss play left side. Good blocking. And that will be good for 5 yards. Second down and 5. Ward Thomas on the run. Michael Bollinger on the tackle that time for the Gorgons. 3rd down and 1. We'll see what they call here. Do they pass up into Ward Thomas? No, they go outside. Ward Thomas has the first down right near midfield. Tackle made by Ronnie Joubert. Wichita in the strong eye. Self stands up over there on the left side. Go! Up the middle, it's Burnett trying to snake his way through. Only a gain of about 2. Burnett not necessarily able to find that second wave as Ward Thomas has been. Alexander with the grab that time. Was wondering when he was going to get in on the action, and now he has. Such an important part of this offense, Eugene Alexander, an 84 overall superstar dev, former first-round pick. As McFadden on the crossing route. Complete down to the 2-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and goal for the Wranglers. 2 tight ends in the formation. Handoff Ward Thomas, he'll go in untouched. Great blocks. Touchdown Wranglers. That is how you cap a drive. Rushing touchdown by Ward Thomas. Extra point by Bueller is good. This is a 3-point ball game all of a sudden. So much for Minnesota having a 98% chance to win. Bueller on the kickoff. That'll be a touchback. Roark will throw. It's first down. Throws it wide open. Man, it's Kevon Taylor. Gutsy call with the Hail Mary on first down. That one good for a whopping 47 yards. Clark on the run. Justin Snowden dragging him that time for at least another 3 or 4 yards. In total, he gains 8. Second down and 2. A handoff again. Clark right up the middle. It's almost too easy for him. First and goal. Go! Roark looking. End zone. Caught. Touchdown to Marquez Clark. This is almost surgical by Drew Roark today. He has been on point. 2 touchdown passes, over 200 yards, passing through the air. Despite having the #1 rushing offense in the league, Marquez Clark playing a very important part in that, as well as the overall team success. But Kevon Taylor, Jalen Tyler, even William DuPont getting in on the action on the receiving end of things for Minnesota. Ward Thomas on the carry, gain of 7. Second down and 3. We'll see if they pound it again with Ward Thomas. They will. Up the middle. And Minnesota's ready for that one. Dale and Malatesta on the stop. Third down, they'll bring in Burnett. 3rd and 3. They will hand it to him, and he has the first. Right behind the blocking of 61, Leighton Stevenson. First down and 10. Handoff to Ward Thomas. There's a good hit. Blake Dale on the tackle that time. Stopped him after a gain of 2. Hull in the I form against a 3-4 look for Minnesota. Hull throws. Wide open man is Self. And that will be enough for the first down. Needed 8, got 9. Stop made by Michael Bollinger. Ward Thomas on the carry. And that'll end the third quarter. 27-17, Minnesota leads. Wichita with possession. Ward Thomas over 100 today. Second down and 10 for the Wranglers. Another handoff to Ward Thomas. He goes nowhere. Trevante Thomas on the stop. A big defensive lineman. Standing at 6'7", 295 pounds. Hull out of a full house, and that was nowhere even close to a receiver. Fourth down. It'll send out Clevenger to punt it away. Looking to pin him deep here. Clevenger, that looks pretty good. That'll fall inside the 10. That'll be out at the 6. So Roark pinned deep in his own territory, looking to get out of this, and put a cushion on the Gorgons' lead. Roark gonna be brought down in the end zone. It's a safety. Davian Conley on the corner blitz. Chalk up 2 for Wichita, and it is a 1-score game. And Wichita does get the ball back. That is very important. Arenze on the return. Buford Jr. on the stop. And what kind of ending will this game have? 9:05 to go in the fourth. Kendrick Nash lost it, but Ward Thomas is right there to recover the loose football. 2nd down and 6 after the scare there. Hull looks to throw. He's sacked. It's Thaddeus Benson. Loss of about 9 on the play. 3rd and 15. Hull to throw. Flag on the play. We have hardly seen the refs throw flags today. And they will decline that. It is offensive pass interference on Alexander. And they will send out Clevenger again. So nothing doing on that drive for Wichita. Rivers stopped there by Ward Thomas, actually. And that'll make Minnesota start their drive at the 35. Hand off to Clark. Clark gets 9. Stop made by Brinson. Just short of the line to gain. Strong eye formation here. A toss play to Clark. Good blocking that time by the fullback, Marcus Shipman. Allows Clark to pick up the first. 1st and 10, Roark. Hand off to Colvin. And Jack Hammer, the user-created prospect, going down for a couple plays. He'll be back, though. Clark on the carry that time. And he has a gain of 4 as they are looking to perhaps rely on this run game to run down some clock here. They will run it again. Colvin has a 1st down. That is so important, especially late in the game. You're trying to hold on to a lead here if you are Minnesota. 2 tight ends in the formation. A handoff to Clark. Five yards gain on the play. Go! And again, good blocks. Colton Davidson paving the way. 1st down for Minnesota. Clark, great game as usual. 16 for 125 on a TD. Through the air, actually, on that wheel route earlier. Colvin on the carry. Pretty good day for him as well, despite the limited action. 5 for 28. Clark gets the handoff, has the first. Amir Blakely brought him down. And they are running this clock already, almost 2.5 to go. Wichita does have 3 more chances to stop this clock. But with this, TD could be icing on the cake. As Colvin gets closer, Wichita will now begin to use their timeouts. 2nd and goal from the 1. Clark in the backfield. Pretty sure he's going to get the call here. No! They're going to pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jake Meade. Faked everybody out, including myself. That is Jake Meade's 2nd career TD. He is the backup tight end, usually for Liam Scully. He's a 3rd-year man, was a 6th-round pick out of Purdue at a 78 overall normal. But good for him, man. Good for Jake Meade. It's about time he gets on the score sheet. 34-19, Minnesota is the current score if it holds. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and we know anything can happen in the last 2 minutes of a game. We have seen crazier things. Hull on first down. That is incomplete. As Buford Jr. says, nuh-uh. Hull on second down and 10. Looks to throw quickly. He's got Self. That is knocked away. Good defense by Adrian Atkins. Third down. Hull's only thrown 16 passes, has completed 9 of them. Looking deep for Nesbitt. That'll be incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth. This could be the game here. Hull in the pistol. Looks to throw it. And it was nowhere near his target. Looked like it was going for McFadden. And that'll be a turnover on downs. On the clock here with Clark. And a couple more timeouts, and this one should be in the books. Minnesota takes care of business against Wichita here. (34-19) going to be your final. Unless, oh, nope, they get a field goal, sorry. So it'll be 37-19, if this is good. Troxel from 37, looking to put his third field goal of the day through. He has made 2 from 41 already, along with the extra points. Let the clock tick here. Troxel winds up, and it is right down the middle. How about a first game in the Minnesota Gorgons threads for Tyler Troxel? A guy who has barely seen the field in the past 2 seasons, but has definitely had lots of ability. He is an 84 overall. It's not like he's bottom of the barrel here. He is the real deal. Kickers are in a position of great controversy, as you guys may all realize. The regression is not kind to them, but hopefully sometime soon, maybe in the offseason, perhaps that will change. But yep, they do turn over a lot. Jalen Nesbitt left all alone here, and he has another 50-plus yard game. That is 2 for him already. Complete to Alexander. Hurry up offense here. Could we see another TD for Wichita? Perhaps could. Jordan Buckley that time hauling it in. And that'll be a first down. Another little hurry up offense here. That's Hull gonna spike it with 14 seconds. Taking a look at the upcoming games, specifically our 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. slots, as Jake Self hauls that in. The 4 p.m. games coming up later this afternoon. We've got Virginia Beach, Sacramento, as that game ends. Memphis, Colorado Springs, Pottsville, San Antonio, Milwaukee, Tucson, South Beach at Vancouver, Brooklyn at San Diego, and then our prime time 8 p.m. game will be Des Moines against Mesa. So that'll be that. Minnesota wins 37-19. We'll take a look at the injuries and stats as we always do. No injuries for Wichita, no injuries for Minnesota, I do believe. an injury-free game. That's what we like to see. And of course, the occasional minor injuries, we don't count those, of course. Hull, 13-23, not good. Ward Thomas did all right, 14 for 107. Nesbitt, 4 for 128. He was the leading receiver, but only showed up in like the last 2 minutes of each half for some reason. I don't know why. Defensively, Snowden, 9 tackles. Conley, the safety. That was big. James Emmanuel with a TFL. Ward Thomas does get a fumble recovery. Take a look at Minnesota's stats. Look at Drew Roark, man. 20 of 25 for 226. He is going to get throw accuracy progression, I believe. If he's not already at 90 throw accuracy, he will probably get it with this. Clark, amazing. Even George Colvin. Just this offense is on another level. Tyler, 664 yards. Kevon Taylor did great. Even Jake Mead scored a TD, which is awesome. Defensively, all around, just a great game. Buford, Elam, Benson, all contributing. Just a tremendous job overall. Tyler Troxell, perfect on his 7 kicks today. And Jacob Hooper kind of took a game off. He was, of course, holding the extra points of field goals, but did not punt a single time. So that is great news. Take a look at the game stats here as well. Just cuz. Pretty even in terms of total yards, but the scoreline is what makes the most difference here. 37-19, the Gorgons win. They move to 4-2 on the year. And we will see you folks later for more Week 6 action. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube and like this video to see more, and join our Discord to stay updated on all the league's hot topics and news and stats and scores and all of that good stuff. So for this game, and from Minnesota, we will see you guys next time. Take it easy, folks. Have a good one.